chat, I was super excited. I know that this has been a little tough time for all of us.
I'm excited too.
So, what kind of workout are you doing at home? Because not able to go to the gym, not able to go to the basketball court.
I live in this flat, so my house is at 5th floor, so I do stairs. That's one of the workout. Then I do skipping, push-ups, squats, and ab workouts. That's the all workout I'm doing.
You were playing cricket when you were young, and then
Yes,
you
ma'am.
picked up basketball. So, what was that one thing that attracted you to basketball?
Ma'am, in cricket, I was a bowler. Like when I used to ball and like I had to stand on the side and like see all the match. First there was no 2020. We used to play this test match only. It was for like 50 overs or stuff, and the whole day would go in there. So, but I got this injury because I balled without warm up. So I got this back injury. My whole back stopped working. My foot also stopped working. My L4, L5 got displaced. So then I used to do rehab and watch my father play basketball, and like it was really fun. Like it was very small game duration, and then like I was like everyone has to touch the ball, and it was much entertaining than cricket. So then I started playing basketball. Then my school coach was like, "You should play for the school team." So this is how I got connected with basketball.
Okay, your dad was already playing basketball. So before picking up cricket, he never told you that, see, look, you have to pick up basketball because I am a basketball player. Or because the cricket was more happening and it's still more happening, I know, because a lot of money is there. So he only told you to pick up cricket.
Like my family was into sports. My mom is an athletic player, so like both my parents were into sports. They were like, whatever you want to play, you can play. Like whatever you have in passion and like you can play that, because my mother knew that like if I play basketball or whichever sports, you had to have a passion in it, then only you will improve in that sport. So like before I used to play football. Before that, like when I was like 5 or 6, she used to make me run and like stuff. So played football, and then after that I came into cricket. And after the cricket thing, they like got injured, and then basketball was the ultimate thing which I played.
Which is the first game that you remember that you won and you still cherish?
After working out for like 3 months, I played the school inter-school tournament. So I wasn't playing in this very good school which was into basketball and stuff. So I was in Ajit Karam Singh International School. So I was the only player. I used to do everything, like feeding, shooting, rebounding, and everything. So we won this match, semi-final match from a team called Khalsa College. So that's what I remember.
So, the first game that you played for India, so do you remember that?
It was in 2008. We went to Russia. It was a youth Indian tournament, like under 17 tournament. So we went to Russia there, and I was so young. I didn't play much in that tournament because it was like my first year to play basketball. But it was like that was the first tournament I played. Rajan was really good in that. Rajan Sharma, so he played really good.
And 2014, I think FIBA Asia Cup in Wuhan was the place where everyone was just looking at you.
It was a really special tournament for me because firstly they didn't allow us to play in the turbans.
Yes.
And secondly, like we had to take revenge, and we were playing in China only. So this was the second game we were playing in the tournament. So we were playing against the Chinese. So Scott Fleming was our coach. They were like, give your 100% because whole world is watching because of the turban man, and you have to make a statement out of it. So me and Amrit Pal were banned in it. So the moment the game started, we were so charged up. Like all, like not me, not Amritpal, like all the team was so charged up because we have worked for like 6 months for this tournament and like we were not allowed to play in this tournament and we lost to Japan because of that because we came back in the second quarter or something and then we started playing. So all the like everything was falling in our part. Like God was also in our side only. Like so the dunk, everything. It was very exciting.
Yeah, I know it is a religious issue. Sikhs wear turban because of they believe that it's part of their religion, part of their belief. So I know it's very tough to even ask you this question, but in case you can share what were the feelings, what was going on in your mind at that time.
Like because Amritpal started wearing turban from 3-4 years only, but I used to wear turban from my childhood. So it was like a bit shock, but basketball gave me everything in my life. It gave me the identity. So like playing basketball used to give me joy. So like I talked to my parents and then they were like, do whatever you needed to play the sport because my parents were very supportive. So that's why took the decision of playing.
I know it's tough. Sometimes you have to take tough decisions, and
Mhm.
a lot of times you have to take. You were always in middle of something that you had to take tough decisions in life. But
Yes, ma'am.
by that time, by 2014, I think you were a known name. Everyone knew you, who Amjyot Singh is, and then you moved on to Japan to play some professional basketball.
So, ma'am, we were playing in this tournament in 2015. It was the Asia Cup or something. And then some Japanese scouts saw us playing there. So, through Himanshu and Rohit Bakshi, uh, like we were contacted and they was like, you should go to Japan and play for the club. It was a very small league in which we started first and from there like the other division B team saw us playing and then we played in the division B team and we came champion there and then after that Rohit Bakshi had the team in 3-on-3, so I played with Inder Beer and Vikram there and Rohit Bakshi was also playing with us. We came second in the world tour that year, so it was the first time any Indian origin players has done that. So it was really exciting for me which opportunities I got. From there, I got this opportunity to go to US. After the 3-on-3 World Tour, I didn't get selected in the G League. So the next year I was thinking what all I didn't do that I didn't get selected in the G League, like what I have to work on. So I went to this G League with a flu and a bad back. My L4 and L5 again got displaced. So like I went 2 months before the G League draft was happening. So I worked out there. Like they gave me cortisone shots for my back and stuff. Like a lot of rehab was going on. And then Rohit helped me a lot in this process because like we need sponsors also. So he sponsored me a lot in all this process. So he's my brother for life because he helped me in all that process. Then I got selected in the G League from the Oklahoma City Blue, and then in the training camps I have to do a lot of things in the paint. So it was a very hard process for me. Like from there, I have to come back to India, and I didn't play for the Indian team because our name was not sent in the 24 list. And then the people thought that for the 15 days I didn't do nothing. And like I was starting with the G League teams, and like I used to play like 27 minutes. And when I came to India, like a lot of things happened, and they thought that like I would be unfit. And then again, my like from 100 I went to 50. But the ultimate is like you playing basketball and you are enjoying. That's the ultimate thing.
Okay, so during your dull time, when all this is happening, how do you keep yourself motivated? Because sometimes it's difficult also when so many things are happening around you.
I think I should give all the credits to my mother. She has always given me the strength to cope up with these things. So she'll always give me some suggestions and stuff, or she'll make my mind divert by making me do something. So when I was a child, she used to put me in some different activities. She used to send me to speaking English classes, or like dancing classes or stuff like that. But then also I suck at that things. I'm very bad
So
at
she
dancing
used to
and stuff.
dancing classes.
Yeah, so she used to send me a different things. She used to make me do cooking, like clean my house and stuff. So she used to do like let me do a lot of stuff so that my mind should get diverted and stuff. And like when I became older, she made me read the holy book, Nitnem we call it. So I do Japji Sahib and like all the prayers to the God. So this is how I keep my mind over.
Okay, but have you tried dancing? Like, for how many, for how
Yeah,
many classes you attended
I
the
was
dance
in
class? Were you
I
trying it
was
at
in the
home?
10th standard when she put me like after the board exams. There is like two months off, and then I used to go to dance class and dance and swimming class. I used to go that like so, and I'm bad at both of the things, swimming also and dance also.
But you are good at what you do. You are best at what you do, which is playing
Yeah.
basketball. When you were spending time in US, so what all did you pick up from there, which you imbibed in yourself?
There were a lot of things which I picked up, but the most important thing was like you have to be good at one thing. In India, you are doing all the stuff like you're doing like you're doing feeding, you're doing shooting, you are doing like all the stuff which you do in a basketball game. In US, they told me at the pro level, if you have to play at the professional level, you have to be good at one thing. So I was a power forward with a good like shooting touch. So like I tried to improve my shooting as much as I could. So I used to work out with a good like shooters. So there was a guy from UCLA, Bryce Alford. He was the son of the coach of UCLA. So he played with Lonzo Ball and stuff. So I used to work out with him so that I could increase my shooting skills. And and I came to know that the situations, like the places you have to be when you need to be a shooter, like you have to be keep on moving, you can't be stagnant, like you can do slip screens. Before that I didn't know any slip screens, you can slip the screen or anything, you have to set the screen only. So like to be a good shooter, you need to see your defender. Like, is he a slow defender? Is he a good defender? What all you have to do? So stuff.
There are any plans of you going back to US or no?
Yes, ma'am. Last year also I wanted to go back to US. So I was playing in this summer league for the Sacramento Kings, but my visa got cancelled because I stayed a long time in US because I wanted to work out a lot. So I went on a tourist visa and I got injured in the training camp. So like my
Oh.
6 months got over, and in the training camp I didn't get selected with the OKC because I got injured. I was on visitor visa only, but I want to get into the team. So like my visa got cancelled. Otherwise, I would have played in the Sacramento Kings game in India. So,
Okay.
like again, if I got the opportunities, because this visa thing is very like complicated. So if I get the visa, then only go back to US. Otherwise, I'll be going back to Japan and playing in this 3-3 league. And then other than that, I am looking in the Middle East and European countries to play 5-5 or Australia because I can play as a domestic player there.
Okay, so there are a few questions that people are asking, so we'll just take those questions. Shishir Tripathi is there with us and he wants to know your best day in the Indian jersey.
It was the first day only when we went to Youth India. It was my father's dream to because he couldn't play for the Indian team, so he was like like at that level he was like the first day you get the Indian jersey, like he has framed it and kept it in his thing. Like my mother has also framed the jersey and kept it in his cupboard. So That was the first, like my blazer. The first blazer I got in that tournament. It was the best day of my life after
Okay, and
celebrating.
Deepu wants to know, are there any proteins and supplements which are important for basketball players?
I don't think so because like when I went to US, man, they told me that you don't need any proteins or supplements. There are things like fish oils and like multivitamins that you have to take because your body can't create them. After that, like except that, you need not to take any supplements for like proteins and stuff.
Okay, so when you were in US, of course, your diet would be different, and when you are home, so a lot of changes happen in the diet. So do you still maintain that level of carb or protein or the essential oils that you're talking about?
I, I I try to do that, ma'am, but you know, mothers don't allow that. They like kamjor ho jayega. So I'm trying to do that. Like now I'm in Jalandhar and I'm alone, so I'm trying to do that. But if I'm in Chandigarh, then so I have to eat everything. And parathe and stuff. She makes everything for me.
And a lot of butter, is it like Punjabis eat a lot of
Yeah,
butter?
so a lot of makhan with dahi and milk. Like for 2 years, I didn't eat any dairy product in US, and like from the time I'm in India, all the dairy products and things I'm eating like kheer and dahi, like stuff like milk and stuff. Everything I'm having.
And paratha. So every morning, is it a paratha breakfast?
No, like mostly it's parathas and then it's makki di roti. Like yeah. The only thing is my mother mixes a lot of things in it, like soya beans
Okay.
and sprouts and stuff. So she mixes it in the atta so that like it should give you diet also, but still it's unhealthy.
Okay, Zanan is again and again asking this question. What can I do to increase my height and vertical jumps?
Ma'am, height-wise, it was hereditary because my parents were very tall. My father was 6'5" and my mother was 6. So yeah, so from height I can't say anything, but jump I think you need to work on your like your hamstrings and your quads and stuff. Like lunges, squats and stuff will help you a lot. Hip thrust exercise like that.
Srishti wants to know some post moves, please, if you can tell her.
My favorite is facing up because most of the bigs are very slow. So I try to use my speed against them. So I face them up or a quick move, like quick one move which will put them on my back and then I can finish it different. That's what I do. Work on your shot so that like you can be a threat outside the red paint area so that when you face up you can shoot it also and you can drive also. So work on your shot and driving. I think that's what I'll tell you.
I'll take a question from Deepak that who is your best player in India?
Jagdish Singh Bans was my player who I used to watch playing. So I used to go to the nationals and stuff just to see him play.
And any NBA player?
From my childhood, I used to watch Kevin Durant when he used to play for the Seattle, and then he came to the Oklahoma team, and then the Oklahoma team became Seattle. Like the Seattle team became the Oklahoma City Thunder.
There is another question from Deepu. Could you please share some of the shooting drills that you were doing in US?
So a lot of the shooting drills were quick releases one. So I used to face the other side, not the ring, and then they used to throw the ball towards me, and they used to tell me like which side I have to move to, like left or right. So if they say right, I have to move to the right side and catch the ball and shoot in like 2-3 seconds. This was one drill I was doing, and then I was doing some slip screens shooting. Like if you are playing a horn in 5-on-5, so like if the point guard come from your side, you have to slip the screen and and shoot a three. That was the things I was doing. Like there are a lot of drills, but when I am like in the court, I can tell you more about it.
Yes. Okay, so there is another question from Srishti, and she wants to know. I'll add one more question of mine. Do you even watch Indian girls playing? And in case you watch, who's your favorite player?
Gina Sakaria right now. Before that, Geeto Anajosh was my favorite player, and I really watch the Indian girls team play because they're doing a great job at the international level. Because except being like all the struggles they have been through, like from A to B and then again going to the A standard, like it's very hard because like a lot of the good teams they are competing against are really skilled and they play a lot of basketball in the leagues and stuff. Still, they're doing a great job.
Amjyot, you have shown that you can play 5 on 5 and also 3 on 3 equally good. But which one is your favorite? Which one do you enjoy more?
I enjoy both of them, ma'am, but I think 3 on 3 is much entertaining because it can be done in malls and stuff and all the things.
So, is there any plan of getting into training young kids?
Yes, ma'am. That's my ultimate dream. Like when I stop playing basketball, so I am planning to open an academy, in which like I have a lot of connections in US, in Japan now, in everywhere in the world. So like I am planning to train kids and send them abroad to for scholarships and stuff. So I've been working out a lot with my like Japan teammates, and they have given me a lot of colleges and schools. Rohit Bakshi is also helping me with it. So that's my ultimate dream to teach young kids after I'm done basketball.
Okay, but which will take a
Done. Me
lot of
playing.
time, I think, yeah, because we are not seeing you hanging the boots yet.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Like it will take me around like 10 years at least. Yeah, still, like, these are my peak years. Still, till 34 or 36, I'll be in perfect condition. After that, in India, I can play for sure. I know that from my IQ.
In case a young kid of, let's say, 10, 12 years come to you and he says that I want to pick up basketball as my profession. So, what would be your advice?
I'll tell them to learn the basics of basketball first, and let them enjoy the game of basketball because at such a young age, you shouldn't be forcing them to do a lot of stuff. So like by step and never give up. Like whatever they want to do in their life, follow their passion. That's what I'll ask them to do and study. That's
Okay, and how many you studied, by the way?
I was very good in it. In 10th, I got like 75%, and then in 12th, I got 65. No, 73. Yes. In college, I get 65.
Okay, so when you were doing your dance classes also in 10th standard, because 10th is generally a time when your parents and everyone start deciding what should you do professionally. So was
Yes.
that the time when you decided that yes, you will be a professional player, or you were still like, let me enjoy the game and then we'll see?
The like you were saying 10th, my parents asked me to do it like when I was 5. So they were like, you have to be good in basketball and play professionally in whatever you are playing. So my parents used to make me run in front of the car. If you we used to go like somewhere for picnics and stuff also, no. So she used to bring my shoes and everything with me, and my mother used to like run behind the car or like anything. So like when I was 5, still from that age, I've been doing a lot of stuff.
So you were young and they were pushing you, I think.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
that's good,
Pushing you, beating me, everything, whatever. My father was a policeman, so like my mother and my father had so much chemistry between each other. So one person would beat me, and the other person would be outside. He would be like, "Oh my God, did you beat this guy so bad?" And like she used to come and see, like say, like these things happen. I didn't even know. And after that, I used to hear like it was their own like all chemistry between each other. So I used
so
to do that.
they're conspiring against you so that you can work hard. I think, but that worked for you. So how is it now? But do they still do that?
Yeah, sometimes when I go to my like uncle's place, my chachajis and tayajis, they were all great players. So like they were all into sports. So like whenever I go there, like I sit there and they are giving me lectures on stuff that you are like, don't you think that you become a good player or anything, you still have to play. So yeah. So still like everything is going, but my parents have cooled down a little bit, um, because like now I have achieved my goals a little bit, and then so they are now they are really friendly with me. Like I was the only child, so I have got all the beatings. So all every like if I go to school also, now if I used to drink cold drink or stuff, my father used to watch me like from the walls and stuff. So he would send someone to watch me. So like I have been in their eyes like from childhood. Like they used to come with me to the ground, to everywhere, wherever I go.
So you are also a sub inspector.
Yes, ma'am. So firstly, I went to Indian Overseas Bank in Tamil Nadu. I played there for like 4 years, and then I joined this Punjab Police.
Okay, and you play for them.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great, great. So, any motivational thing at the end you would like to say to the bowlers of India?
I'll just say never give up, whatever the situation is, because there will be up and downs in basketball, and never give up if you are injured or like anything else, like all the politics or whatever. Anyone tries to bring you down, you like try to implement that in your practice and give everything in your practice so that like when everything is over, you come up like a star. So that's everyone is a star, man. Like every player who is playing basketball, every child who's playing basketball is a star, because it's not easy to study and then come to the ground and play. So everyone is a star in basketball. In any other sport, because it's very hard to play basketball, do a lot of stuff.
Okay, one last question, which will be little difficult also to answer. Do you see yourself playing in the Indian team again?
I don't know, ma'am, but I'll try my best, because the ultimate dream for my from my childhood was to play for the Indian team. For that, I have been playing without, like, I cut my hairs because of that. I didn't see my religion because of playing in the Indian team, and then like I have played for the Indian team when I was burnt. I had played for the Indian team when I was injured. So like that's my ultimate dream. So that's what I live for, to play for the Indian team, because even if I play professionally anywhere, if I'm not doing good for the Indian team, there's no use of me playing so good.
Yeah, but we look forward to see you play for the Indian team definitely.
Hopefully.
और हाँ जाते जाते ना सत श्री अकाल बोल देते हैं because that was one request that came and I just kept it in mind that जाते जाते मैं आपको बोल दूंगी कि सत श्री अकाल बोल दीजिए.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੋਂ ਤੇ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਵੀ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਮੈਮ ਵਾਸ ਟਾਕਿੰਗ ਇਨ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼, ਤੇ ਮੈਮ ਤੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਬਲੇਮ ਪਾਓ.
नहीं मुझे पंजाबी बहुत अच्छे से समझ आती है लेकिन हाँ बोलनी नहीं आती है.
ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਮ, ਫਿਰ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਈ ਲੋਕ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੋਲਦਾ, ਲਾਈਕ ਜਦ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਹੀ ਬੋਲਦਾ.
but thank you so much. It was pleasure talking to you. So motivational talking to you. And stay safe, stay home. Thank you so much.
You too, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you.